Alright, we got a Hero Fall deck to start. Yep, Sand seems great. It's got some selection, a powerful draw spell, Martyr. We'll see what we draw. We're probably just going to play this Shard of Purpose on one. Firing off cantrips like this aggressively when we don't know what we're looking for. Like, our next few turns are already fairly mapped out here. So there's no reason to, like, use this super aggressively when we don't know necessarily what we're looking for just yet. We are not number one, Ryan. We're like 20, 24, I think. And this is not the deck we'd be playing if we wanted to get to number one because, while I think this deck is probably good, it's not fast. Ooh, Dread Harvest. So opponent's playing a Dreadling deck, so puts a wild shard into his hand, and whenever he gains a wild threshold, he creates a Dreadling. Alright, so probably going to want to look for Clash of Steel at this point. It's possible I'm just supposed to wait on this still. Time Ripple's not awful. I think Time Ripple's better than taking another shard there. It's very possible I'm just supposed to hold Martyr up here, because my opponent could play like an Underworld Crusader that I wouldn't mind martyring. Although martyring while he has Dreadling Producer seems real bad. That's a second Dread Harvest, yep. So he's gonna make a wild threshold and hit us for 2. We're gonna take a number of damages off of these things. We're probably just playing Landing Pod Sight out next turn. Clash of Steel is getting better and better though. Darkheart also looking pretty reasonable. You wanna come in here, Jake? Come here. Coming out with your dad? Change course. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and play the Diamond Shard and then play the Landing Pod Sight here. Come sit on Dad's lap. You got your rock in your bowl. I guess that's technically a boat. Did you poop? Ugh. Okay, that's why I have to take a quick second here and deal with some crap in the most literal sense. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Oh, we dropped our rock. Oh no. Dan's gotta get some wipes. Stop it. Give me that. Alright, sorry about that. Horrors of War, okay. Alrighty, sure. And a wild shard. I like how I stopped to change a diaper and I'm only 30 seconds down on the clock. Alright, Diamond Shard, draw a card. See what we find. Alright, not really finding what we're looking for here. I think I'm going to change course now. Maybe I should have waited. I'm just going to go ahead and pass the turn here. Darkheart, not good against his Cottontail Explorers here. So, Dark Heart is not a combo. The gems we have in a Dark Heart is not a combo with Change Course and Arcane Focus. The gems we have in here say when we draw this, it gets -2 cost until end of turn, and it has +2 shield permanently. Where is your mother, children? She said she was coming down. That's why Dad started. Doesn't have a wild threshold? Oh, he made a blood, so he probably just needs a second blood for something. Freak of nature. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and time ripple this. It like it spends his whole turn, gives us a little bit of tempo. Well, I might as well. I'm gonna play this one out here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and play this shard from my hand, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and just hold up this martyr in the event he tries to hero fall our Dark Heart here. I don't want to have to discard this other one from my hand. What is wrong, bud? Extinction, sure. Alright, so the nice thing here is this Dark Heart's going to kill one of these Dread Harvests next turn because it makes them sacrifice non-socketed cards, which includes Constants. He only has 2 resources up, so he shouldn't be able to kill this, I don't think. We'll go ahead and play the Shard of Purpose out here. So, loses a Dread Harvest. Wouldn't be surprised if he has another Extinction or Hero Fall here. We can banks this back next turn though, which is relevant. Freak of Nature, sure. This is gonna get -1/-1 during my opponent's end step here. Another Dark Heart. Well, that's pretty brutal for my opponent because now he's gonna lose both of his things here. You wanna come sit on Dad's lap? I guess we could have put this one back into play regardless. I'm just going to skip here. He's going to lose both his things on his ready. Both of these trigger, so he's sack 1, sack 2. How many troops are in his crypt at this point, though? He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's got a lot of troops in there. Horrors of War is going to be pretty good here at some point for him. If he has one. Extinction, kill my dorks. Yeah, that's fine. And I'm not just going to banks one of these back willy-nilly because I want to make sure we generate some kind of value out of it. So I'm not going to activate banks until he has a permanent in play that this Dark Heart can make him sacrifice. You think it's funny? And so, it's a little awkward that our opponent is a Horrors of War deck, because normally just playing like Drago with a Kaigalichu style deck, we'd feel pretty good about this. But the fact that he can Horrors at some point here and get rid of a bunch of our resources feels kind of bad. Although I guess we don't need a ton of resources in this deck, like most of our stuff is pretty cheap. I mean, maybe Hawk. I don't know. We have Bring to Justice too. So, Jake, your mom will be down in just a second, bud. Just like all the martyrs. Yeah, I don't like. I feel like the odds of him not having removal or like another extinction are pretty low. So I don't really want to just like banks this back and have him extinction and 1/1 our champion ability. It seems like pretty low EV. So we can horrors for 5 here. Makes us discard our hand too. It's a little annoying. Although I guess if he does that, we can like just bank something back and then beat him down with it. Okay, here's Horrors of War. So for X, each player discards X cards, loses X resources, and sacrifices X troops. So I think we're actually going to keep the Transmogrifade here because the Transmogrifade is prophesized to draw a card. So yes, I'm just going to do that. I'm going to discard these other 4 cards and keep this Transmogrifade. Now my opponent's empty-handed. He does have a champion ability coming up here, but I'm just going to go ahead and put a 4-power Darkheart into play here, and then start attacking him. And if he just draws worse than we do, we'll kill him with that. Children. All right, let's find out where your mom is. Jake, come on, let's go upstairs. Come on, Jake. Come on, let's go get your mom. Christy? Hi, toddler. Uh-oh. What's uh-oh? So put Darkheart back into play. This tunneled card is likely a Monsoon. So see, if he hits removal for this, we don't feel great about ourselves, but otherwise it's going to kill him fairly quickly. Don't really care about... I guess this gets him a threshold so he can probably hit. If he hits like another Horrors War, probably just dead. Hopefully he just gets like a resource back here. Alright, Danger and Extinction. Sure. Good beats. Horrors is good against ramp and aggro. I mean, you just said the Horrors War deck doesn't have a bad matchup, which I don't think I believe you. I believe the card is powerful. I believe when everything is going right for you, it's probably going to be very reasonable. But I don't believe you that it's like this unbeatable thing. Hi, Piglet. Oh. I should have waited till post-combat to transmogrify that because he could have hit a speed troop there. Which would have been bad for me. Ooh, piece of candy. So Cosmic Shaman has +2 toughness, and when the centers play, create an action. So your deck's... So saying my deck's good against everything when it draws well is like... It's like saying like my deck's just bad. Like I'm confused. It's just, yeah. I'm gonna go with my deck's just bad if that's the description. Like we just like lose wildly to ourselves. It's probably just not very good. Alright, cast Lunacy, bury 5 cards off my opponent's deck here. Mostly because we want to make this Psychic Ascension cheaper. Not attacking my 5/7 into his 2/3 Death Touch, especially since it would just come back with this Monsoon. It's holding this 4/1 at bay as well. It's unfortunate that he Horrors of War us for 4, otherwise we would have been able to play this out. Would really like to draw... God, can he just like hit a brick? So what? He hit... He was on actual empty and hit Shard into Champion Power Extinction. It's even better than Shard. Hit Dread Harvest into Champion Power Extinction, kill our guy, into Cheese Smythe, into kill. Talon the Silverhawk, one-time dealer. We're super dead next turn. Martyr doesn't do anything. Still going to be... I guess we wait and see what he does. So, opponent went from having stone nothing to having... I guess it wasn't stone nothing. It was literally just this tunnel versus our Dark Heart, and they drew better. This is 5, so this is lethal even with Martyrs. Let's go ahead and concede. Martyr seems pretty poor in this matchup. Extra threats seem great. Dark Heart's good enough in this matchup that I feel like I want it, even though it's not. Even though having 4 of them is not great against Hero Fall. Does it need the extra toughness? I don't think it does. Maybe reduce cost in here. There, I feel like I don't. So what am I doing with these Cosmic Shamans to start, I guess? These Cosmic Shamans, I'm actually going to put Flight and Action Creation on these. And on here, so that means I can put Flight on 2 of these. And on the other 2, I'm going to put Dreadlings. None of these are particularly good. Dreadlings are probably fine. And do I want just another threat here? One Verdict. The one Verdict's probably fine. Flight and Ardent Anthem. I guess Ardent Anthem is funny that it stacks. Mass Poly Dingler doesn't seem particularly good against what he's doing. I think I want this extra Psychic Ascension just in case I discard the first one. It also helps in being threat dense. Alright, let's try this. His hand's medium. It's got some clunkers in the opener here. It's got a removal spell though, and 4 resources, so I think it's fine to keep. I just want a resource heavy hand in this matchup, I think. I've been pretty happy with the action creation on the Shamans, just because it allows, it basically allows for them stacking on the same thing to be good. The problem with Blood Diamond is that there isn't really a really good way to draw cards with it. Speed with the 3-month resub. Welcome back. A quarter of a year. Thank you for the continued support. Get the Psych going here. Look at that Psychic Ascension all the way down to 14 resources. You rarely get an actual card. I don't know. I feel like you get cards that affect the game state more often than you don't. I mean, like, I don't think that card's particularly well positioned in the way the format's shaping up currently. It's okay against, like, the diminutive diamond decks, like the various diamond aggro, but, like, even that deck's best cards don't get hit by Glory. Oh, that was a pretty good draw. Look at that. So let's just play this out. And then he's going to have to sacrifice this on his turn. So this card, at the start of each champion's turn, they sacrifice a non-socketed card they control. So he can never sacrifice himself because he's socketed, and opponents will lose a non-socketed card every turn. Extinction tier? Hero Fall, sure. So there go the rest of them. Champion powers his hero fall back to his hand. That was literally the best hit in here, because if he would have hit the Cheesesmith back to his hand, then it wouldn't come back with Monsoon, and all of these were effectively shards. Let's say... Seen the Shinhir variants running around yesterday. I've not seen any of the Shinhir decks. I didn't play much yesterday. What are they doing that makes them particularly interesting? This is likely just another Monsoon. There's the Dread Harvest. Also, I guarantee you there's decks that are faster than the Mono Ruby deck. The Mono Ruby deck is not an all-in, low-to-the-ground aggro deck. It's very consistent and powerful in what it does. I know you're saying words, but I don't know what they mean. I don't know what Shoku is. That's a tough choice. Do I take the Clash or do I take this Change Course that draws an extra card? I think I'm going to take the Change Course that draws an extra card. You have 3 more Clashes in the deck. Let's play the Sapphire Shard out and draw, see what we get. Let's play this Change Course out and see what we find. There's a Talon of the Silverhawk that's super good. Draws a bunch of cards. At some point we'll draw a bunch of cards. I'm going to take this Focus and we're just going to dig for a Clash of Steel here. Chaining through these focuses is also good because we have Psychic Ascension in our hand. Take a threat. Shard. And then what are we discarding here? I think I'm actually going to bin this Charge Colossus, because then we can just start Banksing it back. Tunneling's great. I love tunneling. It's a great example of a sweet mechanic. Oh, Monsoon works with Dreadlings. That's really cute. Kind of annoyed that I haven't hit another Clash yet. I guess I could have not been greedy and just taken this Clash instead of taking the card that drew 2 cards. But we have 3 more Clashes in our deck. Alright. Take some damages here. What am I doing? I think I'm just Banksing back Charge Colossus and playing Cosmic Shaman. I'm going to lead on Cosmic Shaman and see what we get here. If we get a 1 cost, we might play a shard that makes a temporary resource. We got a Change Course. Alright, sweet. This has Flight on it, so let's grab that. Let's go ahead and put Charge Colossus back into play. When Charge Colossus comes into play, we get 8 charges. So basically Banksing him back doesn't cost us anything. It nets us a charge overall. We know he has a hero fall. Yep, so there goes that. I'm not dead if he has another removal spell, am I? So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow, I'm really close to dead if he has another removal. I should have counted. Wow, that's good. Huh. Yep. In this game, I messed up. I should have taken the Clash. Taking 11 here down to 2. Yeah, I think I just have to change course and look for the clash. Yep. And we've gotten a little bit unlucky here to have bricked as hard as I have, but again, wouldn't have put myself in a position to get unlucky if I would have just taken the right card here. So what can I do? I can go play this, draw a card, gain 5. I'm pretty dead to this. I could bring back Archon, and he has to sack something. Yeah, that's probably the best bet. Let's play this and see what we draw. Oracle Song, that's not great. And I think I'm just putting Darkheart back into play here. It cuts me off my Charge Colossus loop, but he'll lose something and then it'll block something. I guess Charge Colossus blocks better. Alright, yeah, we'll just get Charge Colossus back. Hope he doesn't have another Hero Fall. We're just dead to Hero Fall. Yeah, because he can activate this and then hit us for 8 or 7. Did the kill as well, once she showed us he has. If I had a clash here, we could have just like clashed and then put Charge Colossus into play. Well, I'm assuming he doesn't have Hero Fall, since he hasn't just like snapped it off and shipped the team. Which I guess means we get a bunch of redraws next turn. And then the question becomes, what does he actually want to attack with here? That's so rude. I was just going to say GG's if he had a removal spell and move on with our life, but just like the tank for 2 minutes and then play the best card he could have in his deck. Just, that's so rude. Don't do that. Just kill me if you can kill me. I get it. You had your thing. That's adorable. I was very dead to it. One clash, yes. I should have just taken the first clash. Should have just taken the first clash, and then there's no way to, you know, get unlucky there. Give him the out to slow roll us, like. Sans medium. I don't think the card would be playable if it didn't void things, so I'm happy it voids things. Oh, Declan. Oracle Song sounds great. Alright, some card advantage. Three accelerants is pretty good. Actually, really don't mind Cheese Smithing their side of the table because it puts crappy cards in their hand to make Silver Talon more likely to draw cards for us at some point. We really don't care about a lot of the cheese. Now, though, do I want this or do I want the shard? I think I want the shard, actually. It's like make sure we get to play this Cosmic Shaman on 6. I think I'm going to Clash Martyr here. Yeah, I'm going to Clash Martyr. Especially with this backup Clash in my hand. So Clash says each player chooses one card they control and void everything else. So he's going to keep his Cheese Smith. Ooh, interesting. Alright, I'll void this. Or Martyr the Stork. I guess I could have left him with the Stargazer, but it seems probably really awkward to keep Stargazer over Cheese Smith, so I think that's worthwhile. That might have been a little aggressive. Don't think I want to just play out this Dark Heart because his deck definitely has 4 Transmography in it. I don't think I want to just play into that. Cry of the Eagle, next troop in your deck gets 2/2 in flight. Look at that. It's one of the worst 5s you can get. Yes, it still's got a reasonable PT box, which is nice. That's a Transmography that isn't transmogging my Dark Heart, which is nice. Okay, another Silver Talon. Start by attacking with the Stork. I'm just gonna go ahead and play this out. He's got another Transmog, he's got another Transmog. I'm assuming he does based on the fact that, wow, just nothing. Okay, maybe he's got like Windsingers and stuff caught in his hand. He's only got one Sapphire Threshold right now, so wouldn't be surprised if there's a couple of 1 to 2 double Sapphire cards stuck in his hand, especially since this is actually killing things. And this is why, oh, that's awkward. I left him the Monument of the Martyr. I was gonna say, this is why Darkheart has the defense gem, so he can't die to Croc, but he definitely dies to Croc when there's a Monument of the Martyr in play. Alright, so if we had a Shard here, we can go Cry Eagle into Talon, draw 2 cards. That sounds great. Shard, please. Heyo. So let's play this. Prophecy your deck. I'm going to put Darkheart back into play here, which will kill his Monument of the Martyr on his ready step. I guess he could have Transmog here, unless he has a Transmog. We will lose our Talon, Silver Talon, on our turn, but that's fine. Anytime Darkheart's, like, living through ready steps is great for us. See if he's got a Windsinger here. Doesn't look like it. Ah, look at that. This one's going to draw cards too. That's sweet. Take the stop off his second main. Attack for 4 here. And this was prophesied by the... This is prophesied by, what's his name? The Shaman, so it's got +2 toughness. It is going to still die to the Dark Heart on our next turn, though. Dark Heart plus Clash is great, too, because you just, like, clash them down to one thing, and then Dark Heart takes care of it. They have to go wide to be able to have permanents in play through Dark Heart, and then Clash punishes them for having gone wide. Crunch. Oh, I was like, why does this have 6 power? Oh, because we played that prophecy that the random thing created. Sure. My 4 plus 2 toughness gems. There's 3 in here and then 1 in this shaman. So I think I want flight in this matchup for my dorks. So for the shamans, I'm gonna put flight in these. And create random action. You're a brat. You're a brat. Yes, you are. Yes, you're a brat. Dad loves you, but you're a bratty boy. Yeah, the extra Ascension is great because he's a Mass Poly Dingler deck as well. Not sure I love Timerful in this matchup. Your fingers don't taste very good, kid. You do what you want? Yeah. Ow. Ow. Ow! I'm not gonna bring in Verdict of my own. That doesn't seem very good. I don't think I want anything else. Yeah. 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 Moo. Yes, Dad loves that. Yeah. Let's go ahead and save. See how this feels. Seems a little medium. I think this is fine on the draw. I'm not sure I'd keep this on the play. Like, only 2 shards, no cantrips. No, like, Oracle Song if we hit the 3rd to propel us to the 4th. But, I get one more look on the draw. Well, the kids are definitely adorable. I don't know about myself, but Declan is definitely cute. Yeah. Oh, it's almost nap time for Declan, isn't it? Didn't even realize it's 11:30 already. Alright, that's a good draw. We had our 3rd shard. We had a way to draw more cards. Everything's coming up Millhouse. Jeff has the shards in his deck name, but I haven't seen an option. What's the trick? Someone will type it in chat here in a second, I'm sure. If no one else does, I'll put it in chat. But weird. The attack. Is this just eating a verdict? Or a feud or something? And we're definitely just playing this. Huh. Is his hand just like that good that he doesn't want to draw discard? Odd. And now he's looting here. Weird. I'll have to ask him when he comes back in chat after the match what that was about. Alright, well, I guess we're drawing a bunch of cards here. Little awkward that we have to discard two. But them's the beats. Yeah, I think we're just taking all of the shards for now. Man, what am I even binning? It's probably Cosmic Shaman and a Clash. Yeah, I'm gonna bin Shaman and a Clash. Hey, those are not for you, tiny baby. Those are not for you, tiny baby. Silver Talon of his own, sure. That card's so good. Let's play this and pass back. Huh. Sax the Stargazer. That's interesting. You just want to beat me down in the air with this bird? Song, sure. I'm assuming this dark art's getting transmogged or Nature's Reigns or something. Pride's Fault, okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and change course now. Find a 3 cost. Don't really want any of those, so I guess we'll focus for redraws here. Would not mind a Psychic Ascension at some point here. Oh, I don't know if I want to bin this Dingler, because we already binned a Dingler. I think we can win this without Dingler. That's like, it's probably famous last words. I've got 2 Clashes in my hand. I really just feel like I want to build velocity and get into a win condition here at some point. It's real bad if he has the Spell Shield Dork. This actually doesn't really bother us because we just get to Clash and then banks back Darkheart to clean up his last one. Well, that's pretty good. Oh, that was a focus, wasn't it? Oh, yeah, you're right. I focused into both of those, didn't I? I don't know why I thought that was change course. Yeah, you're completely correct. There are still Dinglers in our deck. Ah, excellent. Sorry, it's been a long day already for me. We got my last flight back from Hawaii landed at 5 a.m. this morning. So I'm going to go ahead and attack here because if he has Transmogrifade, he's not going to have to sacrifice this, so I'd like to make him chump. There's the Transmogrifade. A 4-3 Empower, sure. And then, since he doesn't have... Hollowed Ace! Welcome back, a third of the year. Thank you for the continued support. We have kind of a decision to make here. I think I just want to Dingler him while the Dinglering's good. I'm at 11, which means I don't have a ton of hit points to work with here. I don't want to take a bunch of hits from this. He could have Verdict to the Ancient Kings. He has Oracle Song in his hand that we're aware of. Alright, we got a Windsinger out of it too, so that's a fine exchange. Yep. All the dinglers together. Stu with the 3-month resub. I really appreciate all y'all sticking around. Thank you for that. It's nice to be able to continue doing this. When I first started streaming on the regular, I wasn't expecting to be able to make any sort of money from it. It's kind of nice to be able to pitch this to the wife as something that supplements the income. Yeah. We're gonna take you upstairs so Mom can feed you lunch after this. Hey, Sam. Succulent Cluckodon, sure. So, am I burning a Clash on this board? I feel like I am. Oh, we're definitely burning a Clash on this board now. I'll keep this one. Offer this trade before he knows the Dark Heart is coming down. He's probably not going to take this trade when he's up so high on life. Gosh, that's aggressive. Sure. We were just going to lose our guy anyways, so... might as well offer it. But like that trade there seems real loose. Like you're up infinite, you're winning the race. If he hits a Dingler of his own, we're going to be in trouble. Assuming we don't get to Psychic Ascension first. Pride's Fall, yep. Crunch. 17, dead in 2. Alright, gets 2 redraws here. Probably got both of his Dinglers in his deck post-board. He wouldn't even be surprised if he had 3, really. Chompasaur, okay. This is going to destroy one of our Dark Hearts and gain him 5. Oh, jeez. Yep. That's flight now, right? Yeah. Heyo. So Psychic Ascension turns us into a Paragon of Thought. What Paragon of Thought does, for 1 charge, creates a random action that we're able to play. And whenever we play an action, we get a troop with the same... And I created a Martyr. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and Pride's Fall this dork, and we get a random 2-drop. Deathless Guardian. Okay. Yep. Well then, I haven't seen that one before. The end of turn, if you have any resource points, a random opposing champion gains control of him. Alright, well let's attack for 9, I guess. I think I'm gonna martyr this. I don't think I want him to have this, and I'm just gonna martyr this. And this can turn it back into it. That's funny. That's funny. Oh, I guess this is the same, isn't it? Yeah, because it puts another troop into play, so we can trade this for these two. Yeah, that was silly of me. Turns in something less than 5 power, hopefully. 3 power, yep. GG, Sightbound. I'm going to deliver my youngest to the kitchen really quick so he can eat lunch, and I'm going to go ahead and then we'll be back to... non-combat damage. Yeah, you're right, armies. Okay, fair. Like I said, it's been a long day already. We're mostly just like point and click. I probably should be playing Mono Ruby and not the control deck on 3 hours of sleep. But the control deck's kind of fun, so we're going to try and get better at it. Be right back. What's known as hard mode, right? Man, the queue's kind of slow this afternoon, huh? Hope everyone's having a good morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you're at. Thanks for choosing to spend part of your Thursday here with me, battling some Hex CCG Constructed, a solution. I would like to go first, so some kind of wild deck for my opponent. Sand's great. Sign me up. Not going to focus on one here. Again, just like not quite sure what our hand's going to need. I'd like to draw at least one more card before I make a decision on what Arcane Focus is doing. So we'll probably go Shard of Purpose, focus on 2, Diamond Shard, Landing Plus Light on 3. Unless, of course, he plays something that must answer, like a Might Singer or something like that. Brave on 1. Never don't have it. This deck's not terribly afraid of Brave on 1, which feels good. Feels great. Nah, I really don't like the ramp deck is, and there's actually been less Diamond aggro, which is nice. I might play some more Diamond aggro myself. I was just getting really sick of playing Diamond aggro mirrors. We'll take the Transmog at this point. Clash was a good pickup. The Arcane Focus didn't find a lot that we were interested in, but Clash was a good draw in the in-between there. I don't really enjoy playing ramp-style decks. I just thought that that deck was well-positioned against the decks that I've been playing against on the ladder, which was a good call. Like, I went from, like, 30th up to, like, 12th with it at one point. Yeah, we don't need a second Sapphire until we hit 8 for Dingler, and you usually have it by then. Alright, there's the Might Singer. What she bricked with. Now the question becomes, do I just play this Landing Pause site out here, or do I Clash, or do I Transmog his Dork? I think I want to just go ahead and site, and then next turn we'll probably, depending on what he plays out here, we could Clash and then Transmog whatever he leaves left over from the Clash. I think there's less people playing the Diamond aggro decks than there were earlier in the week. I don't know, like it depends on who's queuing. Like I was just kept queuing into the same Diamond aggro players and was like, this is did not enjoy playing mirrors. Cosmic Shamalaman. All right, well that's gonna do a lot later down the line. Let's go ahead and play the Shard of Purpose out. Grab another Sapphire. Probably just gonna Transmog this Dork. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that now. I don't want to Clash, just get rid of his 1/1. This is going to be a little awkward if he's got Dreamweaver Ancient as his play next turn. Oh, I should have done this. Ah, crap. I should have done this during his. That was a huge punt on my part. He has Gargolith in his hand, which I knew could possibly be a card in his deck. So I should have Transmogged this during my opponent's ready step, because then it would have used up his resource. So we take 1 more damage from the Gargolith, but I don't know. Is it worth taking 1 more point of damage if he has it there? Maybe, yeah, it's probably worth it to tie up the resources, because if we get Dreamweaver Ancient here, we just feel real bad about life. Our champion power for 7 charges puts any troop from our crypt directly into play. Our deck's full of spot removal, and we are just not found any so far. Alright, well this Clash will be medium, I guess. Let's start by playing this. Martyr would be an excellent draw, or Time Ripple or Transmog. Shard into Shard. Alright, well let's Clash, and then next turn we have to do a removal spell for this. We're at 13, so this is going to turn into a 12/12 and then hit us to 1. And this has Crush for some god-awful reason, so we can't just put Cosmic Shaman in front of it. It's unfortunate. I want to know who in R&D looked at this card and saw all of the text on it. They're like, you know what this card needs? Evasion. I don't think you know what his champion does. Okay, well, he has a Gift of the Monty, so that kills us. I mean, what does this do? This transforms into a random troop with +2 cost? Oh, it keeps the bonus, right? Okay, so it would be if it's just bigger than a base 2/2. That seems like a real gamble. Like, there's a lot of random 3s that, like... That champion doesn't seem very good in Constructed. It seems fine in Limited, but, like, there's a lot of, like... Crap things you could get with it. Big Giddy Van with the resub. Welcome back. Thank you for the continued support. What are we doing here? I think I want all the Dark Hearts. It seems like he's probably not very likely to be able to interact with this card. Let's Put the Croc protection in. Cosmic Shaman doesn't seem like it's probably very necessary in this matchup. Silver Talon doesn't seem great. Use on your Balthi an 8-drop. Okay. I guess a lot of the wild champions aren't particularly good, right? Trim a Talon here. We could play some of these repels. I put Ardent. I did put Ardent. Look at that. Thank you. Kind of wouldn't mind having some of these in my deck. Maybe over Time Ripple. It's like actual removal. Let's try this. I think the minus attack gem is really good on. Is really good against like vampire decks. That's fine. Would prefer a Sapphire in one so we could Arcane Focus right away, but the rest is great. I can change course on 2. An Oracle Song on 3, hopefully just like curve right out here. Hey, Immortals. What is his deck doing? You know what, the Repel's probably not very good just because he has all of these cute Spell Shield tricks in his deck. Something to think about. I could have waited to do that. Get that sweet auto pass value now though. Ugh, daggers. I think I want the spot removal. I definitely don't want a third clash. I think I'm going to take the Bring to Justice. So we discard that makes temporary resource. We'll just go ahead and Song. We miss on that. We'll focus. 3 looks at a 3rd shard. Should be pretty likely to hit it. Famous last words, of course. Alright, next turn we got 3 more looks to hit our next shard. Just the naked Carnosaur, sure. I wonder what he thinks is in our deck that he's boarding in Carnosaur. That's a little unfortunate. Well, that's better than missing a shard, but we'd really like a shard that makes temporary resource so we can start jamming these Dark Hearts down his throat. Alrighty. Well, can't start jamming Dark Hearts yet, but we do get to still use some of our resources this turn with the Landing Pause site. There actually aren't that many more troops in our deck, so it's going to take us a while to get all 3 draws out of that, most likely. But running Dark Hearts here should be enough to lock him out of the game, hopefully. Let's see what he has here on 5. What do I think of Clobberdon? I mean, it's a fine stompy card. Wrathwood Master Moss. He played that, leaving up 1. Play this, draw a card. Alright, I'm going to play this. We had a shard that makes a temporary resource. We did not, but we had a repel, which is nice. yeah. I mean, in your defense, Orlando was the first open I missed this year. So this activates during my opponent's turn. That's to sack a non-socketed card. Let's have our casual 4/6 here. Looks like going to go Dark Heart the next 2 turns probably. Oh man, getting clucked up. Oh. Okay. Oh, it has the Storm Drummer prophecy. I was like, wait, that guy doesn't cost 1. Sure, man. Build your own. Build your own. Beat my guy. Okay. Interesting. So he's going to attack with these 2. I'm going to go ahead and repel this dork. Well, actually, he's tapped out. I'm going to repel this one. And then Clash plus Bring next turn. Oh, you know what? I hit a... Other planets you control get +2/+2. Sure. I can just clash into I can clash into banks my Dark Heart back. And then none of these are socketed, so my opponent will have to sacrifice whatever card he chooses to keep to the clash. Yeah, spell shield this one, guy. Get got. Get got. You have been gotten, sir. This one. Put him in the bin. Hey, Ian. So the more I play and the more I think about it, I don't want to like the repels in this matchup. Thankfully, Dark Heart is just insane, so he's dead. Yeah, Banks was great there. Yeah, I'm going to cut these repels out of our deck. I'm going to put Time Ripples back in. Yeah, I don't think they can, honestly. I kind of want the extra Ascension. Maybe 1 repel is fine. I don't really love this Talon of the Silver Talon Adjunctor. I think I'm gonna do this. Give this a try. Think about all of your life decisions that have led you here. Do it. Think about them. It's a little medium. Needs a resource or two. I have diamond here. So the 15 drop, I actually have one in my hand here. It turns you into a different champion, and anytime we play an action, if this is in our hand or our deck, it gets -1 cost. So this doesn't, we don't actually pay 15 for this. It costs much less than that. Shard. That's... Oh, the daggers. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and martyr this dork right off the bat so he doesn't have a chance to draw cards with it. What a blowout. Hopefully we hit a shard next turn so we can start playing these 3s. No play, that's good for a shard. Ding, fries are done. Bum 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 bum. So this card, one of the gems we have in here, says the turn we draw it, it gets -2 cost. So a little awkward here, missing our second diamond still. So we can't actually play Clash or Brings. He's got his... No Master Moss. Sweet. We've got the Miracle Gem in the Dark Heart. We got the Miracle Gem and the +2 defense. And the defense gem allows it to not die to a Croc battling it unless there's a Monument of the Martyr in play, of course. Dreamweaver Ancient, yep. It's gonna get a random 5-drop. That's pretty good. This is Skyguard, Steadfast. We don't have another diamond, so we can't do any of this. Into a 7-drop. Alrighty. Well, there's a diamond. It's pretty tough. When this dies, create a Megatron. I think I'm just supposed to Dark Heart here. Yeah, Dark Heart can block his 5/4, which is nice. And he's going to have to sacrifice something. He's probably going to sacrifice to scrap the Endless. I don't know, Ian. It's a lot of clunk. I think Psychic Ascension's better than... That's unfortunate. If he's got a protection spell, we're probably just dead here. If he doesn't have one of his spell shield cards, we can just Clash Bring. But I think that's what we're going to be leaning on here, is that he just doesn't have one of those. What's hopefully just like plays more stuff to the board. That would be great. Alright, well, Clash. And this voids all the other stuff. You probably can't interact with this. This is likely not resolving, though. I can assume. Wow, that worked. Well, you know, sometimes things go better than expected. Wrathwood Master Moss, sure. Have any questions, feel free to ask. Let's start with Bring to Justice. Let's see if this one works as well. Yep, not a problem, mate. The that article, the event structure in that article is a little bit dated, but the rest of the information in there is all still relevant. Huh. Am I putting the Dark Heart into play? I feel like I'm not. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass the turn here. Really don't feel like getting it destroyed. I want it to kill at least something when it comes down. Howling Brave, sure. You think that's going to count as something? Yeah, probably. I mean, Relentless Corruption's a really powerful card. I'm going to go ahead and banks this Archon back and then cast the Psychic Ascension. So we'll turn into a different champion when we use the Psychic Ascension, and then all of our actions will start making troops when we play them, which is great. Would not be surprised if this is dying. Opponent hasn't been playing cards, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's more things like Nature's Range or Chomposaurs or things like that stuck in my opponent's hand right now. And again, while this is pretty likely to die here, I brought it back because when we turn into the Paragon of Thought, we lose Rutherford Banks' champion power because we had a different one. Yep, another Nature Reigns like I suspected, but that's fine. We've got plenty of actions in our hand to start churning out Paragon of Thought troops. So whenever we play any action, we get a troop that's the same cost as the action that we play at random. So this Mass Polydingler, for instance, is going to create an 8-drop Sapphire troop, which is the Kraken. Release the Kraken! Might hold this Dingler till he's got some other threats in play. Kraken is like a 2-turn clock. Yeah, that's fair too. We'll see what we get off the Paragon of Thought random action. Because this champion power now is create a random action that we can play. We hit a Bring to Justice. Okay. I'm just going to go little. Just another Psychic Ascension. I can play Psychic Ascension for a 6-drop, or I can play Oracle Song for a 3-drop. Yeah, let's just get the 6-drop. Might as well. Ooh. No, I don't want to concede. Let's play this. Grab another focus for now. You can lose after turning into a Paragon of Thought, but it's pretty difficult if your deck's built to abuse it. Especially when Mass Polydingler is a card that's involved. Shaggoth, 7/8 unblockable. When it concedes. Shaggoth, too strong. 15. We climbing. We climbing, ladies and germs. Oh, climbing on up. Ooh, doo doo. Hope everyone's doing well. For the morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you're at in the world. Thanks that you spent part of your Thursday here with me. Battling some Hex CC this afternoon. Okay. I have no idea how this matchup plays out for us, so... A bunch of awful beers. I don't know about that. I think this matchup's going to determine whether or not we're going to see mirrors. I think this hand is keepable. I feel like we don't have a ton of great hands game one. They also just don't always just curve out and kill you. So, like, they have a hard time killing a 4/6 Archon, to be fair. Christy streamed on my channel here before, and I think we were talking about it, and she might start doing 1 day a week on the regular here. I'm gonna discard one of these Bring to Justices since we have 3 Martyrs here. As soon as they fix the prophecy bug, I plan to play the burn deck. God, that's, oh gosh, my life decisions, they have led me here. We're gonna make a martyr out of. Ah, God, this feels terrible. This feels terrible. We don't even board this card out, but it still feels bad. Okay, Transmograph, sure. So we'll Martyr Mama Yeti this turn and then take 6 down to 11. And we can Bring to Justice one of these babies and Transmog the other. Burn my dome, yep. Down to 15. Alright, let's Transmog the Stork. I agree, Virtus. I think making martyrs out of the babies is not gonna end well. Yeah, all the silver tails would be nice. I think we just board no more troops in this matchup. Like the clashes and the Bring to Justices come out. So we're at 10. We're at a virtual 6 because of the champion power here. I think we're just supposed to bring this dork to justice and hope for the best. Maybe he has 2 shards and he's drawing a shard for the turn. You just gotta believe. You just gotta envision the line that allows you to win, and then you get killed by a Mama Yeti. Alright, so what are we doing here? So we're cutting a lot of stuff, for starters. Psychic Ascension, Dingler, Clashes, and Bring to Justices. Soothing Breeze in, Repels in, Verdict in, Silver Talon in, probably Cosmic Shamans and the extra Dark Heart all come in. So I think these are all supposed to be minus, or this and minus cost. That sounds great. Now what are these guys doing? These guys think we're doing the Ardent Gem and Dreadlings. Yeah, that seems fine. Ardent basically gives them Steadfast because they ready themselves, and Dreadlings allow them to kill a little bit faster. Probably can cut some of these card drawing cards. Trim the Oracle Song. Actually, I probably want Song more than Sight in this matchup. They're both pretty marginal. Let's give this a try. If we lose this, I think I'm going to swap decks. I'm running low on brain power to play this anyways. If we win this by some grace of God, though, we're just destined to continue playing this deck, so we can't not play it, but I feel like we're just about to get our stuff thoroughly pushed in. Maybe we'll just be professionals and draw Archon on or Darkheart on 3 every game with 3 resources. Sure. Why not? Alright, no baby. It's good. Cosmic Shamalaman. Hand almost looks passable now. And I'll repel his evil troops next turn. Lost in time, made the size of card a single card covered my entire hand and what I had to play. Weird. Cremate, okay. Interesting. So he's playing a very different build. I don't know what very different, I guess, but it's definitely not what we're doing. Or not what I've been playing. Real awkward that our starting life means that I can't actually play this out for any sort of value. If I play this out, it's literally just as a 3-2 for 4. So I think we're just passing the turn here, as bad as that feels. It's like Shard, Mama Yeti, can't win the game anymore. We boarded into, I guess, similar amounts of removal. We boarded out Clash and Bring Justices, but brought in Repels. Mama Yeti, never didn't have it. What is going on? Gosh, we're super dead. Are we just dead? Yep. Alright. Well then. Oh, what do I want to do? I think I want to play something else. I'm 2-2 with that. This deck doesn't seem bad, but doesn't seem particularly powerful either. I think I'm just going to Arden people.